When a soldier goes to war and goes to active combat, they are not only mentally prepared for the fact that there's definitely going to be destruction and there's definitely going to be trauma, they are expecting danger. They are trained on what to do. When women enter a relationship with an abusive, narcissistic, egomaniac, we are not expecting danger. Gaslighting, the manipulation, the emotional abuse, the psychological abuse, and sometimes physical abuse, the list goes on. You gotta research this topic. You have to research what the brain chemistry in a domestic violence or narcissistic abuse victim's brain looks like versus a soldier who comes back from active combat. They should not be the same, but they are. Your brain does not care where the danger comes from. It cannot decipher whether the danger is coming from a battlefield or the person you love. Chronic threat rewires your nervous system the exact same way, no matter what the threat is. If you speak to someone who is an active combat veteran, they will tell you that they are constantly scanning the rooms for threats, for exits, and for any type of harmful sound. Similarly, an abuse survivor is constantly scanning the room, scanning people's tone, scanning people's mood shifts, and it affects your brain exactly the same. Your amygdala is on permanent red alert. All your brain comprehends is that if it relaxes, it won't survive. So you're in this constant state of hypervigilance. The fight, flight, freeze response becomes your default and your go-to. Veterans may react aggressively or shut down, while victims of abuse will fawn, people please, try to make others happy because that's what they were taught they needed to do to survive. Either way, neither of these people are overreacting. Their brain is just in survival mode. And let's talk about the hippocampus destruction. Both the active combat veteran and the narcissistic abuse survivor experience this. Trauma memories are not stored like normal memories. Our brain has a default function to block them out. This looks like dissociation. This looks like foggy memory of every event in your life. It can feel like you know this happened, but it's almost like watching a movie. You will see active combat veterans and abuse survivors get triggered by smells, by sounds, by certain songs, by the way certain people interact with you. You never know where the trigger is going to come from because your body is storing that trauma, not your brain. Both survivors experience a loss of the sense of safety. Some war veterans come home, they don't feel safe in their own home. Victims of abuse don't feel safe in their own body, and both parties don't feel safe in the world because their brain has taught them that the world is unsafe. Here's the difference. Combat trauma is externally recognized and honored, which they deserve honored. I can't even imagine going through that, but my brain can imagine feeling similarly to the way they feel when they come home. Abuse survivors are shamed, are minimized, are silenced. We're often invalidated. We were not expecting this. It is traumatic in itself to experience violence and abuse from someone who was supposed to love and protect you. Psychological warfare is a real thing. The war that this rages on your nervous system and your brain, it doesn't end. When you leave, that voice stays in your head. You have to work hard to rewire your brain and to calm your nervous system. Both veterans and abuse survivors deserve support. They deserve treatment and they deserve to feel safe within their own bodies. I was so amazed when I did the research and saw that the veteran that just returned from active combat and the narcissistic abuse survivor's brains were almost identical. People didn't believe me and they thought I was minimizing what our soldiers do. I am not minimizing it. I am saying we need to understand how our brains and bodies work. We need to stop minimizing abuse survivors. This shit is crazy.